What is a bar chart? A bar chart is a way to visualize discrete data using rectangular bars. Each category is represented by a bar. The height of each bar represents the number of observations in its category. A category can also be displayed over different time periods. A bar chart can be vertical, horizontal, grouped, or stacked. Another name for a bar chart is a bar graph. Let's look at an example to understand this better. This bar chart shows the result from a survey where 500 high school students were asked about their favorite sport to watch on TV. First, let's find out what this survey was all about. The categories the 500 students could choose from were basketball, soccer, American football, table tennis, or none. The last category covers those that do not watch sports on TV and those that do not have a favorite. The data from the survey is summarized in this frequency table. The basketball category has a frequency of 168. This means that 168 students chose basketball as their favorite. The soccer category has a frequency of 97. The American football category, a frequency of 174. The table tennis category has a frequency of 41. And finally, the none category has a frequency of 20. The information in this frequency table is all you need to make a bar chart. Let's place the frequency table and the bar chart next to each other. The 5 categories are each represented by one bar and are placed next to each other. The heights of the bars are decided by the frequencies. The frequency values can be read from the vertical axis, here labeled frequency. Sometimes, like in this case, it is hard to read the frequencies accurately. If it is important to know the exact numbers, you can add them above the bars, like this. In a bar chart, the width of the bars is always the same, and the distance between the bars is also the same. You can place the bars in whatever order you like. For example, in decreasing order, like this. The same bar chart can also be horizontal. When the bar chart is horizontal, the frequencies are represented by the length of the bars instead of their height. The orientation does not change the data. A stacked bar chart can be useful if each category is divided into groups. In our example, the data from the survey about the student's favorite sport to watch on TV also holds information about whether the answers came from male or female students. In this stacked bar chart, each category is divided into answers from male and female students. The bars within a category are placed on top of each other. The total frequency for a category can be read directly from the vertical axis. This grouped bar chart displays the same information as the stacked bar chart. Each category is also divided into answers from male and female students. The 2 bars within each category are placed next to each other. To find the total frequency for a category, you must add together the frequencies for the male and female students within that category. You can also use a grouped bar chart to display the same categories in 2 different periods of time. For instance, if you asked the same question last year, you could display the data as a grouped bar chart comparing last year's interest with this year's interest. Here, the green bars show the results from 2020, and the blue bars show the results from 2021. A bar chart is a way to visualize discrete data using rectangular bars. Each category is represented by a bar. The height of each bar represents the number of observations in its category. A category can also be displayed over different time periods. A bar chart can be vertical, horizontal, grouped, or stacked. Another name for a bar chart is a bar graph.